Hi, this is Peter Dykes, Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing a topical video today on worry. Now, the thing is with worry, we can all worry about different things in different situations. So whether it be relationships, it can be family, it can be career, it can be money, it can be health. And the trouble is with worry, it's like it's one of those things where we can't change the outcome, no matter what we do. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can influence things a little bit by pushing things forward, by making a change, an adaptation, bringing into the situation, taking out of the situation, talking about it. That brings change. But up here, going over it and over it and over it, backwards and forwards, whichever way we worry about it, doesn't change a damn thing. So in other words, the trouble is, when all we worry about it, it's like it's causing a stress and anxiety, and that stress and then anxiety has got to come out your body in some way. So does it come out in headaches? Does it come out by making you feel more worry, giving you more anxiety, or is it making you ill? And these are the things that you are doing and affecting by doing this. But I know it's easy for me to sit there and say, oh, don't worry, when you're there in that situation with these things playing on your mind. But it's like I say, it's like it doesn't affect, and we tend to more worry perhaps when we go to bed, because that's when our minds are still and settled and things are churning in our thoughts. You know, like, is this going to happen? Is this going to work? Is that going to do? Is this going to happen? And it's going round and round, and it's affecting your sleep. And then you've been up all night, or pacing, or you've had a restless sleep, and then you're waking up the next day. And are those problems still there? Have they changed? No. So why just go to bed and worry and churn things over and not have a good night's sleep when you could get up more refreshed and perhaps sort it out there in your thoughts a little bit better? But at the end of the day, it's like we need to stop worrying and sort of, fretting over things. It's like we need to focus more on not so much worrying, but maybe what we can do to change the situation, change the outcome. What can we do? In other words, if it's money, then we need to sit down and work out the finances and get things organised. If we're in debt, I just get this feeling we need to seek some kind of advice, and that way we're getting things sorted out, problems solved. And that way, then we are making a difference and we can move forward. But us just sitting there fretting over it doesn't work. If it's our love life, now this is where it gets a bit more complicated, because love is an emotion. And it's like, when you're not just dealing with yourself, you're dealing with another person. So it's like, and if they don't want to connect with you, or you don't want to connect with them, but other situations are coming into the mix, it's a little bit more complicated than sitting down there sorting money out. But it's still an issue. But it's like we need to talk and sort things out and put things into action, and that way we are creating a change. But if that person isn't sort of wanting to connect with you, then you've just got to try and learn to let it go and move on. It's very difficult, though, to make a change. Somebody's not thinking the same way as you, or not looking at it the same way as you, or not connecting like with you, then there's not a great deal we can do about it. All we can do is just learn to let go and move on. And that way, when we learn to let go and move on, we're making a change. But us just sitting there, fretting over it, isn't making a change. So these are the differences about worry and anxiety and putting things into action, what makes a difference within our mind and our thoughts, the way we look at things. And health-wise, and yes, now this can be even kind of more complicated, because it's like sometimes we can't just get an instant cure, like if we've got a life-threatening disease. It's difficult, but this is where it gets interesting, because I'm not going to mention names here, but I know a friend of my wife's, and it's like this person had terminally ill cancer, and I went and visit one day with my wife, and I just looked at this person, and I felt there sort of intuitively straight away. I thought, this person could beat this, but it's like he'd given up. And I felt like I wanted to say something, but I just couldn't, because everybody was around, and I would have felt bad saying something. It's like it didn't feel right for me to say it. But what I'm getting here is, this person got a young child, and it's like he'd just given up. So it's like, if you've given up, then that cancer or whatever situation it is, it's going to beat you, because you are allowing it to beat you mentally. So in other words, you go in with the right sort of focus, the right energy, and say, right, I'm not going to let this beat me. I've got too much to live for. You know, I'm going to eat properly. I'm going to drink properly, even if I can't eat and swallow because, you know, the situation. You know, you could get friends or family to make you drinks to replenish your body. You know, I'm talking natural fruit drinks, blended, to put all those vitamins back in your body. It's mind over matter. And yeah, but I know it's not easy. And it's like me now, and I know I take too many tablets with headaches, and I keep saying I've got to sort it out, but I don't keep doing it. And I know if I don't do it, I could be ill in the future. So mind over matter, I've got to sort it out. And I know I have. But this is what I'm talking about. It's like, it's all right saying we can do it, but we've got to do it. And we can sort it out. It's like, if we think negatively, negativeness will come. If we think positive, positiveness will come. It's like, I've got a good friend of mine who sort of deals with, she does do readings, but she's very much into mind over matter. And it's like, she knows I was sort of struggling with money a little bit, and she kept on telling me to believe in myself and manifest that energy to come in, and then the money will come. And it's like, from that, I listened to her, and I stopped feeling down, and I got my energy right, and I started motivating myself and pushing, because that way you're going out there, you're fighting for your income, you're making things happen. And, you know, I'm not where I'm meant to be yet, but compared to where I was 12 months ago, hey, things are really different. So it's our will. It's like, we've got to get up now. It's like, if we're feeling down and depressed or anxiety, whatever it may be, it's like, we've got to wake up now. And if you're the woman I'm talking to, you've got to wake up, put your best slap on, get yourself all dressed up, and straight away you're putting an energy in front of you that you're feeling good about you. And then as you do that, it's like, you're setting the precedent for the day to move forward that way. But if you're like, oh, I can't be bothered, you know, I'm not going to do my hair, I'm not going to put my makeup on, I'm not bothered. It's like, you're setting that precedent that you're not bothered. And obviously, I'm not saying you've got to put your makeup, but I mean, because, you know, there's different things now today where people saying, you know, want us to be free of makeup, and I get that, but I'm talking about motivating yourself in some kind of way. No matter what it is, if you feel like putting your makeup is going to motivate you, you do it. If you don't want to do that, then that's fine, but it's about putting your positive face on, putting your nice dress on, or, you know, make yourself look good, feel good. It's like us men, we like to think we have a new pair of shoes, all the women, and we put some new shoes on, we feel good, and we're setting the precedent that we feel in that, you know, goodness. But what you mustn't do is spend money to make you feel good all the time. Because sometimes we can do that, especially with internet shopping these days. Oh my God, it's a no. Because that is just a quick fix. It's like, you might feel good that you're buying something, but then once you've bought it, that energy is gone. It's gone. So that's not the answer, because that's going to get you in debt. What I'm talking about is you've got a wardrobe full of nice clothes. You can put something on, make yourself look good, get your hair right, sort yourself out. You're putting a smile on your face and you're ready to face the day as you move forward. And you're setting that precedent. I don't want you to be getting in debt to do that, because that is a big no-no. So this is what it's all about. Don't get me wrong, just because I'm doing readings and I come across and give all this positive energy to you, don't think that I don't have my moments, because I do. When I'm busy with my work, I feel great. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. And then if I've got a quiet week, I can... because you think, oh God, I'm working hard, and I want it to be like that every week, because I'm trying to get somewhere in my life. But then when it goes quiet, it's like it gets to me, it knocks me. But then I have to sit back and say to myself, oh, maybe Spirit's telling me I need a rest to recharge my batteries, to chill out. Or maybe another way of looking at it, as my wife says to me, can't be Christmas every day. So in other words, businesses are just not busy every day. Can't be busy every day. You can have your quiet days, your off weeks. It happens. And this is what it's all about. So I have to learn in my thoughts to say, look, don't worry, I need a rest, chill out, do the things that I want to do, because of that I can go out and spend some time with the family, take the kids to the park or whatever it may be. And that's the way I've got to look at it. And also maybe spruce out your home a little bit, do a bit of decorating, paint the home up a little bit. It's like you've got a freshness in your home and you're living in your home, and that's going to brighten you up a little bit, isn't it? So this is what I'm talking about now. So whether it's money, whether it's relationships, whether it's health, whether it's your home, whatever it is, there is a situation that you can do or deal with and sort out. But this is just mind over matter. You've got to get above and beyond that. And that's just the way it is. But then also do bear in mind, there are situations where there could be something that you're not happy in your life. But then you've got to say to yourself, but is it me being too fussy or expecting too much? And maybe I need to look at life differently. It's like going with relationships. Your relationship could be all right, but maybe you're expecting too much. And maybe you need to say to yourself, well, is the grass greener on the other side of the road? Sometimes it isn't. So, yeah. And then sometimes when we think, we all can think we want more money, but then to get that more money, maybe we've got to push ourselves or work harder. And do we really want to work harder? So do we need to bring our expectations down? Because I want my comfortable life, I want my family life, I want to be sitting in my home watching my telly, because that's what I enjoy. But I don't want to be out there working all the hours God sends and taking on more stress. So it's about balance. See, me, if I like watching my films. If anybody knows me, I love my films. I'm a film person. And I want to do this and want to do that. But I think if I watched films every night, I'd be bored. It's like I get bored quite easily. So I have to keep busy. But me, I need to find a balance between work and leisure. And it's like I've just started working for a phone company. I keep topping up in my head. If I did this and I did that, oh my God, I could be bringing in an extra £300 or £400 a week. And then I thought that would help pay my mortgage off. I could put that for this and we could have an holiday. And it's brilliant because your mind's ticking over the money. But then you start to think, but I know how these phone companies work. And it's not like I've got an appointment. I've got to log on all the time and sit there waiting for a call come in. So your mind's focusing on that call. And it's like to yourself, I've got to put some hours to do that. Plus alongside what I'm already doing. Do I really want to be working all those hours? Am I putting too much pressure on myself? And it's like, you probably knew I used to do a lot of events. And I don't do them as much because I got tired of all the travelling, not seeing my little girl grow. There's got to be a balance in life. It can't be all about money. And I used to keep thinking, should I be doing something else? Should I be doing this? Because I'm a real deep thinker. I'm a very creative thinker. So I'm constantly thinking. But I remember one day, it was about 3 years ago maybe. I think it was New Year's Day. I just woke up, and it was almost like a eureka moment. And I just thought, you know what? I put lots of money in different things and different ideas, and they've just not worked. And I thought I could put that money to other things. And I woke up and I said to myself, those ideas don't work, but my spiritual side does. So maybe this is what I'm meant to be doing. Yeah, not everybody likes me. Not everybody draws to me the way I work. But that's like anybody. We all draw to, even when I go to a reader, I'm not saying that they're good or rubbish, but I draw to certain ones and certain ones don't. So I've come to accept now that not everybody gets me and might not want to see me or like me or whatever, or maybe they don't understand what I'm saying, and that's fair enough. So I've come to an acceptance now that I am who I am, I get what I get, and I work the way I work. And that's who I am, and it keeps working for me. But these other wayward ideas, no. So, boom, I've stopped doing them now. I'm just saying, right, this is me, this is what I'm doing. But I do get other ideas connected with this, and I sit back and I think very careful whether I should do it or not, or should I just stay focused on the way it is. So it's like, yeah, because it's just stress, and stress ain't good. So it's like a balance of life. There's got to be some kind of balance. So yes, I've said to myself now, I'm going to do a bit of work on Kuma, and I'm going to look at it, when I get that money, if I earn at least £100 a week, I'm going to be dead happy, and that's going to run a car for me. Because at the moment, I want a nice car. I've always liked a nice car, and I haven't got one. So I'm saying that's that. But anything more after that is a bonus. But if not, I'm not going to stress myself out over it. Because a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, I could do this and I could do that. And I thought, do you know what? I've got a balance in life. So maybe you need to look at your life and say, I don't need to be doing this and I don't need to be doing that. I don't need this and I don't need that. Because I need balance in life. And that's what it's all about. And, and money isn't everything. But I think I'll do another bit of a topic on money another day. But it kind of connects because we worry about everything, don't we? So I just feel so we all have different needs, different expectations, and yeah. So this is where we need to look at. And I know where I am now to where I was about 5 years ago. And no, I'm not as stressed out as I used to be because, I was really struggling with what I was doing. But it's all kind of come together for me gradually. So this is what I'm talking about. So hopefully my life experiences I can pass on to you, and hopefully it makes a bit of sense to you in some way. So I hope you've picked something out of my conversation, whether it's to do with money, anxiety, worry, how to deal with it, and this is what it's all about. So, like I said, I know I've got my problems, just like you've got your problems. Don't think my life's perfect, because it ain't, not by a long shot. So, we've all got our own issues, and we've all got to deal with them differently. But try not to worry, because it just doesn't change anything. So try stay calm, stay chilled, stay relaxed, and gradually we all get where we need to be in life. But it certainly isn't easy in this day and age. It's so much harder to live than when it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 10-15 years ago. It's like life was a little bit easier because everything's got more expensive today, isn't it? And it's hard. But our incomes haven't gone up as much. And so I've seen different posts about people moaning about the politicians, earning what they're earning. But do bear in mind, some of these politicians, they're doing a lot of travelling, they're working long hours, and also what they've got to do. You know, would you really like to do their job? Couldn't have sense. I wouldn't. Because I feel like it's what I call a thankless job. Because no matter what a politician does, they're all going to moan and whinge at you. Because you think about it, Labour have been in, we've moaned about them. Conservative been in, we've moaned about them. Lib Democrats were in joint with Conservatives last, we moaned about them. So no matter what they do, it's never right, is it? So, but I don't want to get into politics, but I just thought I'd bring that in because we all can moan that this person's earning this and that. But when you think about for what they're doing, maybe we need to think. But I know people were comparing it, and one of the posts that I saw, to what nurses get. And I get that, and I completely understand it. I think nurses and carers should get a lot more money. Even the police, you know, they do difficult jobs. But hey, that's another story. We're going to leave it there. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it makes sense to you. And I wish you well, and I wish you less worries. Thank you.